Hey, it's Alan here with TGG. We're here with Ryne at the Star Charity. Got top 8. How'd it go today, Ryne?
It went pretty well. I lost to Michael in top 8, but it's okay. We didn't draw any hand traps. Lost title. Michael's a great player, so it's not too bad losing.
Let's get into it.
Okay, I played Phantom Knights today. We've got 3 Torn Scales, 3 Boots, 1 Gloves, 1 Cloak, 1 Stain Greaves, 2 Fogblade, 1 Brigand, and 1 Wing. So these are the Phantom Knight cards. That's pretty standard, I think. You don't really need a 3rd Fogblade. It doesn't come out much, and I side out each of these two and going second anyway. And then I only played the 1 Cloak. You don't really need 2 for the combo, and there's enough of these names to see them. Usually you just need a Dark Monster. So I think playing 1 of this is fine. It's not good to draw 2. And
also playing 43, got to make some cuts somewhere.
That's true. I want to play 40, but I added Droll to me, so whatever. 43, I'm a sinner. So adventure cards, we played 3 Right, 3 Woman, 1 Griffin, 1 Fateful, 1 Dracoback. Again, this is really standard. Yeah, these cards are really good. Pretty much in all the top decks right now. So.
Man's blinged out of his mind here.
This is true. This is true. Alright, so for the extenders, we played 3 E-Telly, we played 1 Wielder, 1 Tracker, Terratop. So I'm not playing the Take Tom board, but this card's really good because it's just a junk forward, but it's got 300 extra attack and it's wind. So you can special summon this into the barrier statue and attack over it, which is really, really, really good. And it's just, the only thing that's better about junk forward is it's a Rhoda target. But I didn't play Rhoda because everybody's on Droll today. So that's why we're playing this card. I think it's great. I think a lot of people that are playing 3 junk forward should play 2 junk forward and 1 Terratop.
Interesting.
And then we played 1 Danger Snake. Again, this card's really good. As an extender, it's good when it hits the PKs or the Water Enchantress. The best part about this card is that if you summon Dark and it gets destroyed, particularly using my DPE, you can search this Danger Snake off of it and use it right away. So that's the biggest reason I played this card. It's not that big of a deal that you have DPE pieces. You don't draw them together very much, and when you do, sometimes you could just normal this. You can also discard it off of Torn Scales to trigger it. And then in the case that neither of those plays will work, it's still unlikely that if you just rip this as your first card that you'll hit a DPE piece out of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. I would play the Jackalope too if I had space. So that is the level 3 extenders. We also have Fusion Destiny and the 2 pieces here, pretty standard. Side one of this out versus Scythe decks going second sometimes because it doesn't help you unless you draw with Droplet, and then you're already winning, so you have Droplet. And then, yeah, these cards are good. And then the Scythe, of course, too, is the engine. And then for the non-engine pieces, we did 3 Ogre, 3 Droll, and 3 Droplet. This card's really good today against the Prank Kid deck. I think it used to work against them, but since they start their play by using Fateful to chain block their first summon, if you Droll them there, all they can search that turn is the Equip spell, which doesn't really do anything. So this is really good. They have to have extra kids in hand to be able to get to Butler at all. And also some people are playing Magician Souls too, which this also hurts. Ogre's really good because it deals with Adventure. You can summon off E-Telly and it's level 3, great card. And then Droplet's amazing. Every time I win second and drew this card I win. It's not great against the 3-axis deck because they summon Herald, but you can, if you have the Brave engine or Adventure engine, you can normal summon and then you can use this card to deal with the Herald, and then you can pick apart their board with Brave and they don't follow because the DP or the pieces get banished when they send it from Herald. Mm-hmm. So not the best card against them, but I'm also siding a lot of cards for them. So that is the main deck, 43. For the extra deck, it's very standard. I've just got the 1 Rusty, 1 Axis Code, 1 Dagda, 1 Cherubinus, 1 Dark. So this card's amazing. Summoning Cherubini, Verte, for this card, or their DP is really good. And then again, it's got that interaction with the Snake. We've got the Unicorn for Access Code, Ling Spider because you have to play it, Verte, and then 1 Almirage. This card's really good because if you have a suboptimal hand with something like a Boots or Ancient Cloak, you can normal summon it, link into this, and then get to Verte with the Shade Brigand card. So I like Almirage. DPE, Leviair, Break Sword, Downward, and Zeus. My favorite part about this deck is it can play Zeus package. It's a great going second engine. And then for my one flex spot, I've got Frankid's Mew Mew. I was citing Reaper. I think Butler is better than this because you can draw it as a 6th card, and I didn't think about that before the tournament, I guess. So, if I had a 16th spot, I would probably play Appaloosa, but it doesn't come out that much. So that is the extra. Oh yeah, this cool token. And then for the side deck, we played one Lancia. This is mostly because I can search it against certain decks. I can cite it in when it's good against them, but you know it's not good against Praying Kids.
How are you searching that?
You can set it with Dagda, I mean. So like you play against Flunder, you set this against Dagda, and they can't evenly you.
Of course, yeah.
That's the main thing, because they have to, some of them are still on that. So just the one Lancia, didn't really miss it today. I did lose to Joe on D-Link, but I also lost by just drawing an unplayable hand and losing a die roll, so not a big deal. And then the 3 Reaper, this is for, I tried this in versus the 3-axis deck to get their DPE usually. Just as another interruption, and then also against Prank Kids. So I think Battle Butler would be the one I'd use in the future.
This one's been a sleeper, I feel like, and it feels like the time for it. So yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nibiru again. I just set it a bunch of hand traps so I could go second. This is one that combos with other ones. I've got the 3 rare cameras. This card's amazing. It was really nice to me today. Usually when I drew this card going second, I won. I drew it with, every time I drew it in combination with Nib, I think I lost though. I just didn't draw other good cards.
Very weird.
Really weird, but I use this on my turn. I side this in going first sometimes when I'm taking a lot of cards out because they're just okay. If sometimes people will stop, they'll go Ash your Water Lady and then you can Gamma them. I did that a couple times today. It was pretty good. I was hesitant about siding it in if I didn't need to against some of the better players because they like to hold and play around this, but... And then I sided a couple going first cards, just 1 Call by the Grave and 3 Judgment. Mostly just for side outs. This card's amazing. You win every game you draw this card pretty much. And then Call by if everybody's on a lot of hand traps right now, especially Droll. So that's the side deck.
Awesome. Thank you very much for the deck profile, and see you guys later.